Dear students, now we learn how to rectify various types of the errors with the help of some of the examples. First, we will learn the rectification of errors of omission. Errors of omission, as I told you, it means that a transaction has been completely omitted from the original books of account. It will neither appear on the debit side nor on the credit side of the trial balance. So this type of the error is the fully omitted errors, and no part of the transaction being recorded. The other type of error of omission is the partly omitted error, where only one aspect of the transaction being recorded and other has not been recorded. So first we will learn how to rectify this error of omission, which is completely omitted and not recorded in the books of account. See here, the example states, purchase of goods from Arshad and Company, rupees 4,000 was omitted to be recorded in the books of accounts. Now here you see that the whole transaction has not been recorded in the books of account. So it is a type of the fully or completely omitted errors of. So here what we have to do, we have to rectify this error. And how this will be rectified? Because as the transaction has not been recorded in the books of account, we will record the transaction in the books of account. See here, the correct entry will be purchases account debit to Arshad and Company. This is the right or correct entry. But as the wrong entry has not been recorded, so we will record the entry again, that is rectify entry, purchases account debit to Arshad and Company. This is an example of fully omitted errors. How it will be recorded? First the correct entry, then the wrong entry if any recorded, and then the rectified entry. Here in this particular example, there is no wrong entry. Their correct entry has not been recorded in the books of account. So we will record the rectify entry as purchases account debit to Arshad and Company. Let's discuss the other type of the error, that is two-sided error. Again here, error of commission. Just I had told you those errors which has been committed in the books of account and they had the certain meaning and example. It means that a transaction, instead of being recorded in the right account, has been recorded in the wrong account of the same class. See students, sometimes the carry forward of balances, brought forward of the balances, overcasting of an account, undercasting of an account, wrong side of an account, such type of the errors are called the errors of omission. And how they being rectified, we will learn with the help of an example. A sale of rupee 3,000 to A was wrongly debited to the account of B. Now see, what is the right entry? We had sold goods to whom? To A. So the entry should be A's account debit to sales account. But what wrongly we had did? We had wrongly debited to the account of B. So see here that A's account which actually we have to debit, we had not debited. B's account which we have not to debit, we had debited. To the other part of the transaction or the journal entry, that is sales account, we assume that is correct, because nothing is mentioned about the sale account. Here only it is mentioned about the A's account and B's account. So we will rectify here with the help simply. How? Rectify entry should be A's account debit to sale, but wrongly what we had did? We had did the B's account debit. So sales account is correct in both the aspects. So instead of A, we had debited B. Now in the rectified entry, what we have to do? See here. Correct entry is A to sales, wrong entry is B to sales. Rectify entry here means what the actually right is there, we have to do that. Right is A's account to be debited, so A's account will be debited. Wrongly we have debited B's account, so we will credit the B's account. So automatically see, with this rectified entry what will happen? A's account will come in the books of account in the debit side, as you see in the rectified entry, and B's account, who is wrongly debited, comes in the credit side. Result will be that B's account will be nullified. In the wrong entry we have debited B's account, in the rectified entry we will credit B's account, so automatically B's account being nullified with this. So this way we will rectify the error of commission depending upon the nature of the error. So rectified entry in this example will be A's account debit to B's account. Now comes to the other type of the error, error of original entry. It means that the amount of a transaction has been wrongly recorded in the journal and the same wrong amount was also posted in the ledger. हमने जब जर्नल में एंट्री की तब भी गलत कर दी, अमाउंट उसका गलत हो गया. जब हमने इस एंट्री को लेजर में पोस्ट किया तब भी इसकी जो अमाउंट है वो गलत पोस्ट हो गया. तो ऑटोमेटिकली जब जर्नल में गलती की तो हमने जब उसको आगे लेजर में पोस्ट किया, अगेन वी हैड डिड द मिस्टेक. So how we will rectify such type of the errors? See here, goods sold to Mr. Naeem for rupees 5,000 was wrongly recorded in the sale journal at rupees 500 and the same amount of rupees 500 is posted both in the Mr. Naeem account and in the sales account. See, goods sold to Mr. Naeem for rupees 5,000 was wrongly recorded in the sales journal at rupees 500. तो हमने जो सेल्स की जर्नल एंट्री की एक्चुअल में वहीं पर गलती की. सी हेयर व्हाट द करेक्ट एंट्री शुड बी, मिस्टर नईम शुड बी डेबिटेड विद रुपीज 5,000 एंड सेल्स टू बी क्रेडिटेड विद 5,000. इट इज करेक्ट, बट व्हाट रॉन्गली वी हैड डिड, we had debited Naeem's account with 500 and sales account also with 500. So automatically you would find that Naeem's account in the debit side has 4,500 less. Likewise, in the sales account in the credit side, again 4,500 is less. So how we will rectify? If we debit 4,500 in the Naeem's account and also credit 4,500 more in the sales account, result will be automatically Naeem account's balance comes 500. See, in the rectify entry 4,500 is debit in the Naeem's account. In the wrong entry 500 is there. So 4,500 plus 500 result to debit of Naeem to 5,000. In the credit side of the sales account, in the wrong entry we had 500. In the sales account by rectify entry 4,500. Result will be total that in the sales account comes rupees 5,000. So this way we will rectify the entry that Naeem account now will debited with rupees 5,000 with this rectified entry and the balance in the sale account also comes rupees 5,000 with this rectified entry. Now come to the error of principle. As I told you, error of principle here means that the accounting principle has been violated. Like the capital expenditure is treated as the revenue expenditure. For example, purchase of building being recorded as the purchase of goods. Likewise, the sale of goods being recorded as the sales of furniture. So automatically this is the violation of the accounting principle. By this the trial balance will agree because debit balance will show the debit and credit will show the same. But mistake lies here that the accounting principle has been violated. Now how this type of the errors being rectified here? See here, revenue expenditure, capital expenditure. I hope you already know to this. Revenue expenditure is having the short-term results, short-term benefits. It is generally relating to routine expenses and recurring nature again and again to be done. Capital expenditure is that expenditure, the outcome will be of long-term benefit and generally it is not in routine, not is done regularly. It is of non-recurring nature. See the example. Paid wages on installation of new machinery rupees 10,000 but recorded as a wage expenses. See here, when we had installed a machinery and paid the installation charges of its installation, they are the part of the asset or the machinery. But wrongly what we had did, we had wrongly debited to the wages account. See, the correct entry should be machinery to cash account. But wrongly what we had did, we had written wages expenses account debit to cash account. See, the credit side is correct in the wrong entry. Mistake lies only to the debit side, that instead of debiting to the machinery, what we had did, we had debited to the wages account. How we will rectify this? We will debit to the actually what we have to do. In correct entry, we have to debit the machinery. We had debited machinery in the rectify entry. In order to cancel the effect of wrong entry, that is wages expenses we had debited in the wrong entry, if we credit the wages expenses, automatically the effect will be nullified. So the rectified entry will be machinery account debit to wages expenses account. By this, what will happen? That the machinery account will be debited 10,000 with rupees 10,000 as we required, and the wages expenses will be credited in order to nullify the effect of the wages account which we had wrongly recorded in the wrong entry. So this way we will rectify that. Then the compensating errors, it means that some error in amount have occurred in the opposite side of two or more accounts and have cancelled themselves in the net result. Meaning is that two errors occur in such a way that both had nullified the effect of each other. So they are called the compensating error. एक error ने दूसरी error को इस वे से accumulate किया कि दोनों का effect जो है वो nullified हो गया. How? Purchase account has been wrongly debited with rupees 5,000 instead of rupees 4,000. On the other hand, Asif account has been wrongly credited with rupees 1,500 instead of rupees 1,000, and sales account has been wrongly credited with rupees 6,000 instead of rupees 5,500. You will find that the net effect is of rupees 1,000 only. Now, how we have to rectify such type of the error? See here, correct entry should be purchases account debit 4,000 to Asif account 1,000 to sales 5,500. See here, what the correct entry in the two parts we have to do. Wrong entry what we had did, purchases account debit Asif account 1,500 to sales account 6,000. Once again read the error. Purchase account has been wrongly debited with rupees 5,000 instead of rupees 4,000. हमें परचेज अकाउंट में 1,000 एक्सेस डेबिट कर दिए. Instead of 4,000 we had debited 5,000. On the other hand, Asif account has been wrongly credited with rupees 1,500 instead of 1,000. तो आसिफ के अकाउंट में हमने 500 एक्सेस क्रेडिट कर दिए. And sales account has been wrongly credited with rupees 6,000 instead of rupees 5,500. तो सेल्स को एक्चुअल में 5,500 से क्रेडिट करना था, हमने कितने से क्रेडिट कर दिया? 6,000 से. अब हमने इसको रेक्टिफाई कैसे करना है? अब हमें रेक्टिफाइड एंट्री यहाँ पर गलत गिवन है. होना क्या चाहिए था? दैट एक्चुअल में परचेज अकाउंट को 1,000 से हमने डेबिट कर दिया, बिल्कुल ठीक हो गया. आसिफ अकाउंट में हमने 500 क्रेडिट एक्सेस कर दिए थे, उसको क्रेडिट कर दिया. और सेल्स अकाउंट में क्या करना था? एक्चुअल में हमें सेल्स अकाउंट में 5,500 लिखने थे, हमने क्या लिख दिए? सेल्स अकाउंट में 6,000. तो सेल्स अकाउंट को 500 से हमें क्रेडिट करना है. रिजल्ट विल बी देयर दैट द अकाउंट विल बी नलिफाइड. सेल्स अकाउंट को यहाँ 500 से डेबिट करना पड़ेगा. यहाँ पर जो रेक्टिफाइड एंट्री है दैट इज गिवन रॉन्ग. सो दिस वे वी विल रेक्टिफाई दीज errors. Now come across to the one-sided error. One-sided errors are those errors which wrongly credited and posted are used in any statement when there is error in one account. This is called one-sided error. Paid 500 to Radha and Sons, not been debited to Radha and Sons account. Definitely it is one-sided error because when we had made the payment, we had wrongly not debited to Radha and Sons account. So such type of the errors been rectified with the help of the suspense account. We will record the entry Radha and Sons account debit to suspense account. As there is no account in the other side, we will open an imaginary account that is called the suspense account. So this way we will rectify two-sided and one-sided error. With reference to one-sided error, please understand wherever there is no account, because there is only one account error. On the other side, what we will do? We will record the suspense account. It may be in the debit side, it may be in the credit side, depending upon the error. So there may be the error suspense account debit to particular account, or account which particular account is debit to suspense account. So this way we will rectify two-sided different type of the errors, one-sided errors with the help of the suspense account. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. I request all of you, Please practice all the important questions given in the exercise because this lesson is very, very important.